other creature was living in my body.
Really?
I didn't like my body until I worked on myself. And now I'm all about, I
I never knew that.
go. That's why when people tell me now, you think you all that legal,
Jacob,
you think I'm all that. En jy's reg. Jy dink reg. Jy dink reg. Because I'm all that because I put in the damn work. I put in the work to feel like this.
No,
And that
that's
is
true.
why
But I don't remember you being big at all in any way.
nee, man, big for me mos nou.
Oh, okay.
And also I wasn't booking work.
Nee,
People
maar
were
ek
saying
praat
my,
van tevore.
Nee,
So the
maar
people
sê-
understand Afrikaans here.
they must just Google Translate.
No. I'm talking about when we were children.
No, I wasn't big. I mean, like, that came when I came to
She
Joburg.
speaks very loudly. Do you know that all these people can hear her? Everybody.
No, that came when I moved to Joburg.
Oh, the biggishness.
Yes, because
But I
now
think
the
it's
industry.
also.
Because they must suck a clear. It's most Barbie doll.
Yes.
They go to the Barbie dolls and they take the clothes of the Barbie dolls.
Yes.
That's it.
But that's also why I stopped dancing because I was like,
That's
I
why.
cannot be a piece of meat for the rest of my life. And I always said by 25 that shit had to be done.
100%.
No offense to anyone who is still doing corporate
Do
dancing.
the things. Do
We
the things.
probably aren't doing much because we're in the pandemic.
Yeah.
But that was always my promise to myself.
Yes, I definitely felt that way. And it even came with like, if I should go back to like cutting my hair even. Everyone was like, why did you cut your hair?
Because it's only here and it will go back.
But it was, it was like, it's not so deep. It was a little deep. Because it's my hair. And a lot of times I got booked for my hair, for the look and whatever. And every time people would say, Jiggy man, with the big hair. When I walk in, the first thing they see, the big hair. So I'm like, I got to a point where if my hair's tied or I have a cap,
Then
whatever,
it's not you.
I don't feel, and I saw it when my hair's like this, I'm like this. But my hair, it is this Jiggy, yes. And then I was
And now what do you like with your hair like this?
I'm like, like this.
Oh,
Alles is net
You
so.
can hear everything we are saying because this is a very great conversation actually.
Alles net so. Wait, guys, wait. So I cut my hair, because I was annoyed. I was in a relationship where this man was crazy about my hair. So alles is hair. Now when we go out, now you put your hair out. Yeah, girl. You don't get out of here. I cut all my hair. And then I think it used to my fabric. This is what you look like. Oh.
I love that though.
This is what you look like. It took me a minute.
Do you know that this length was because I wanted to cut it like as short.
Yeah.
And then my auntie was like, Shalane, your hair
Don't.
must grow out. And I was like, ooh,
Girl.
I don't know if I have the energy for that.
Girl, let me
That's
tell
the only
you.
reason I
Let me
didn't go
tell
that
you. Personally, after doing that and going through that, I would suggest every female in her lifetime go bald. It is the most liberating thing. The one thing everyone would tell me is like, you are so brave.
Really?
Out of all the things they could have said, you are so brave to cut
So
your hair.
funny, like my dad always says he thinks women are so exquisitely beautiful when they are bald. Because then you see your
Yes, you
face.
see it. But the thing is I had to get used to my face and how my eyes is and this and I had to like and then
I
I had
love
to
that
get to
though.
learn to
Yeah.
love myself. And
But
it's,
that's amazing.
and the thing is Shalane, it was a process, I always say when someone else does the work for you, then you just like when you do the work for you and you get to a place where you almost have to backslide and go back to your old ways, you think twice because you know how hard it was to go through that and become the person that you are. I can never ever get to the point where I feel like I'm not pretty or I'm not
Yeah.
confident. I couldn't, because I was there and it took me so much time to get to where I am now.
But that's even for me, like a lot of people. You know what I think part of my relationship shit was? Like back in the day, is that I
Tell
could
us.
never acknowledge that I was attractive. Because I didn't grow up attractive. In high school, I wasn't a pretty girl.
Okay.
So when people now come, they're like, oh my god, and then I'm
You're
like,
so
what are you talking about?
pretty. Yeah.
You even have to give me a lecture about how I
Yeah.
dress. But it's because I'm so
And did
used
I?
to just being the homegirl. So we chill.
And that's okay. But sometimes you need people like your friends to show you girl, but you can switch it up.
Yeah.
You can do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that time when I cut my hair was like a big, even though my dad said to me I look like a Bafana player, my dad has zero chill.
That is quite funny. That's very funny.
I'm like, you're a whole Bafana player. But it was the best time. And I don't have patience. Anyone who knows me know I don't have patience. When you cut your hair,
No, I know. Because
and you have
the
to
coffee
grow
took
it.
too long. But you must take collagen, friend.
Patience.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Then it gets to that point which you take back the harder to see. Where do you, what, how? You put the braids in, it falls out because it's too short. You want to do something like this, it's too long. Well, no. What you want to,
That's why I didn't cut
patience.
it that short.
But it taught me, and I don't have patience.
Yeah.
So it taught me patience. I still don't have patience, but it taught me what it's like to have patience. You know what I mean? And growth. And as my hair grew, I grew into something and someone different. Now, what I wanted before, I don't want now.
Really?
Yes.
Girl, that's deep.
It's so deep. Me, I gotta write a book. It is like,
That's very
when people say about cutting the hair and how you feel, lighter you feel, and how it works. Friend, it works.
That's amazing.
It
I mean,
works.
this was lighter.
But that's lighter for you. It's different for everyone. You don't
Yeah.
have to go all the way bald. But remember,
I
they
really
say that
did
this is our crown, and we feel beautiful when our hair is done. But imagine when you have nothing.
Oh, yeah.
You have no choice but to look at yourself in the mirror and
face
accept
yourself.
that person.
Yeah.
Now, when I walked in the room, they saw me and my bald head. Everyone is like, how could you cut your hair? Your hair was so beautiful. Yeah, but I am still beautiful. With or without my hair.
That's true.
So
But I always said when I have my first baby, I'm going to shave my head. Because then I'm not going to work. That was always my plan in life.
That's the plan, guys.
Because every time, because I know for a fact, this hair is what booked me when I was 18. I did my first commercial at 18. And I know it's because of this hair.
I know that.
And that's why even now, my hair, this is the first time my hair is like this in over a month because I've been doling it. And I was like, this is our new look, guys. Met rollers, yeah. Off dye and a goed cut. This is lang goed. Flexi rods. But I was like, we're doing dry curls now because I'm not going to freeze my ass off so that you can accept me. We're now doing a slight wave.
A slight
Thank
wave.
you very much.
A wave, you know.
And in case that it minces,
but
like
it's
crazy.
true. It's true. Like for me, so I was very nervous when I cut my hair afterwards because it seemed like I wasn't booking anything because I didn't have hair. It was very nerve-wracking knowing that I booked a lot of stuff because of my hair and now it's not there. Now they have to look at my talent. You don't have a choice. But because if I dance, it's the whip your hair back. No, what you whip is the air.
No, but it's also your personality is big enough.
I think so too.
So you don't need the.
And also, like, guys, the volume has dropped in my voice.
I'm very impressed. I really am very impressed. No, but these are real things though. And people don't realize it.
They don't.
Even now, I must go redo these clips. Now I must keep my hair nice for tomorrow. Do people know that?
Oh, she's gonna do the things.
Because I see there's knocking all over it. Yeah. So it's fine. I'll go in.
But yeah, moving to Joburg, friendships.
Interesting. It's been interesting, and I'm grateful for it. It hasn't been easy, but it has also been exceptionally beautiful.
If you had to give your younger self any advice, what would it be? Actually look into camera, né? And talk to yourself and give yourself a piece of advice.
I want to say that it's going to be okay, but I think I'd always known it was going to be okay. I think it would be, you are accepted, you are worthy, and you are loved. You don't have to act out.
You don't have to act out.
And put up with shit in order to receive. But that's not a side note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you would tell your younger self.
Yeah.
You are worthy.
Because I think we forget it. Or I did. For a long time.
Yeah, a lot of times we do. And it manifests in friendships and relationships and different areas of our life. And we don't realize how not dealing with certain things and feeling certain ways and whatever, it comes and it manifests in relationships. And that's why I'm at the point where I'm like, even like if I'm in a relationship, né, now I'm there where I don't exactly know what I want, but I know exactly what I don't want.
Yeah.
And
that's important.
And that's important, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Because then
And
you
it's
don't
also by
settle.
goddamn time.
I mean, like, also,
Because,
why did we
yeah.
think that we weren't worthy of things?
Because we were young and we have a very particular, not upbringing, but experience and relationships with parents and with
Yeah,
friends at
true.
school and like school vibes and being in, like as dancers also.
Yeah.
I was sent to a dietitian at some point while I was studying because I lost so much weight that I lost strength.
Oh,
So one day I'll never forget, I had to shoulder my leg in class, and my legs are still like, that's always been my show of thing because they can do
Yeah.
shit. That day I tried and I lifted it, I let it go, and I almost fell over. And then I did it again, and then they picked up that something wasn't okay, and then it was that I wasn't eating properly. Because also I was studying with a lot of naturally skinny girls. I'm not naturally like skinny,
Yeah.
but there are curves and there's a bum, and
Yeah.
my ribs protrude a lot. Does definitely come from our people. But like I literally, like, our school was predominantly white,
Yeah.
so and you in leotards and stuff the whole day. So all I literally was eating was, I got into that all today, Pravitas. I remember Pravitas and tuna.
Oof.
Or when I started eating, I ate couscous again. Or like I'd have a salad, but it would be like a tuna salad, and that would be the only thing I ate. And then that is how I would keep the weight off. And then the dietitian was like, you need to actually eat food.
Do you ever regret going into this industry and doing what you do?
I fucking love it, and that I will swear about. I love it with my whole being.
So there's never been a time where you just like,
even now, and now it's been really unkind.
Worse now, yeah.
But even I had a conversation with my partner, and we spoke about because with me like trying to leave the country, I initially at the start of lockdown was like, it's cool, I'll come up there and then I'll just do like whatever work. I don't
record them nog.
I hope so. But I feel like it's been a therapy session for us.
Imagine it's not recording. I would laugh me in my chest.
You want to check?
Yes. Sorry guys. Ad break.
While we're still in the ad break, message that Brian telling we must bring wine. This is so much fun.
We need wine, guys.
Yeah. Oh no.
So you never.
Guys mustn't know.
So you never.
Oh, so like, and then I said, when I'm up there, I can do any work. I don't need to continue acting because acting, I had to learn that performance. Yeah, that performance isn't who I am. It's what I do.
It's what you do.
And that was hard for me.
Say it again.
Performance or acting, dancing, singing, whatever it is that is your passion. It's not who you are. I know we like it is what I am. It's what we do.
Yes.
It will kill you if you keep pushing it forward. It is what I am. And I learned that with lockdown. It taught me, and it was hard for me because I've made so many sacrifices for this thing to work. And then months later we speak, and I'm like, I'm actually not okay to not act. I'm never gonna be okay to not act. I need some form of camera stimulation at some point. So I can do the odd hour, but I must be able to come back to this.
I know. It's just embedded in us, man.
It's who we were born to be.
I think as much as it's like what we do, to a certain extent, it is who we are.
To a certain extent, it
because
definitely
I feel
is.
like God wouldn't give us this talent or the capabilities to do something and then give us the platform to do it.
Yeah, but I think more than being like saying I am an actor or I am a singer or I am a dancer, we are creators because we can do a lot more.
Oh yes,
than
definitely.
Just the one discipline.
Yeah.
I can act. I can write. I'm lazy.
Yeah.
I can produce. I
She
enjoy
can dance.
It. I used to.
Can dance.
There are a whole. I can paint, which I forgot that I could do.
Yes, girl.
But like these all fall under like a big umbrella. So give yourself the umbrella so you have the room to play and learn and grow.
And don't curb yourself and box yourself.
And limit yourself. Because we're very good at limiting ourselves. I'm so glad this is recording. If it wasn't though, it would have been a very good therapy session. Because I learned that you only realize your strength when it's all you have.
Girl, when I die. and she's got to do.
No, when I post next week, that's my caption. Don't worry, I will.
I was about to say, yeah, you better tag me.
Because that shit's powerful.
It's true, because that's what I like literally had to like
learn.
Yeah. And I get a lot like how, because I like to talk, guys. And I can go from having a fun conversation and it can just slide into the deep of a conversation, like, and people like, how do you know? It's the thing is, it's experiences.
Yeah.
And it's opening yourself up to learn. Like, I'm always someone who, if anything negative happens in my life, I try and extract the positive to make it work for me. It makes me feel better. It makes me not stress. It makes me not sleep at night. It makes me, you know what I mean? It
but
works
that also
for
comes
me.
from like the power of like us practicing gratitude and
oh, that's 100%
what
true.
is happening. Because what is happening is weird.
It's shitty.
Yeah, it's really, really, really.
And a lot of times people people look at me, ne? I won't lie, and they're like, "You still so bubbly. You still." Someone asked me, "Do you ever have like an off day?" I was at work, because you always like happy. So I said, because I can hate my happiness. My space. When I'm at work, I play music that I like. I decide that today is gonna be a day that's gonna be good. And I, you know what I mean? And I do have my days where I feel like, oh, this is just a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But sometimes you must just decide
that it is.
It's just a decision. I decide today is going to be a good day. And it doesn't mean that shitty things are not going to come your way that day. And brush it off, sharp, and then I continue. My go-to thing, and I want to know what yours is. My go-to thing is music. All the time I play music and I sing, and it lightens my mood. It's my thing.
Yeah.
I have a playlist for when I wake up and I didn't sleep well, to make me.
Really?
Yes, I do. I have a playlist for when I'm driving to work and somebody was just working on my damn nerves or whatever. Playlist. And the beauty for where I work, I can play music,
which is great and it's helpful.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm dancing and I'm singing and people are like, you're always so happy. Yeah, and sometimes you don't realize your happiness, your smile, no, is what someone else needs.
Yeah.
At that time, I've gotten that. It's like, yo, this is exactly what I needed.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Because I'm hella random. I will go up to you and start rapping. And then we're like, shut. And then you laugh. And then and I didn't know that that's my superpower.
Yeah. And it really, really is.
Because we all have superpowers. And I didn't realize that's my thing. I'm just like, I think I'm crazy. I'm just being me. And I'm like, yo, da, da, da. Saying my own corpse. And they're laughing and they're like, their day's better.
Yeah.
And so what is your thing and what do you think is your superpower?
I'm not going to lie. Music has gotten me through some very crappy moments in the last few months. I like having dance parties in my room. I don't do it often, but when I do, it's because, man, I need it. But then I also feel incredible afterwards. Yeah. But music generally, also, always in my car, always playing. I have housemates that are very quiet. So sometimes I play it softer than usual. But music definitely. Also, I also sometimes listen to podcasts where the messaging could relate to something that I'm facing.
Yeah.
Just to like hear someone else's perspective and experience and stuff. And it just helps shift your perspective a bit.
That's so true.
Or I speak to friends about stuff if I'm going mental. But also my superpower, I think, is that I am the sort of empathetic that someone will come to me with something and feel like it's all fine when they've finished.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It does make sense.
Yeah. Because I'm not people have said that I'm, what did they say? Outgoing. People have said I'm reserved. But it is that I'm actually shy. Because I've been shy my whole life. Which then makes no sense because
you work in the industry. That's what people
but it's because it's never me.
It's true. People don't even believe that I'm a homebody.
I am me. Oh my god, I love being at home.
Especially in winter.
Yeah. actually.
But I love being at home. I love hosting at home. I love braais. I love,
yeah.
like, I'm not out. People think, oh, you're a dancer. You're an extrovert. Da, 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 da. You're always out. Nah, Nancy.
Yeah, no, I still prefer. And that's what I hate about this COVID thing. Because now, and I think that's also what I'm tired of in Johannesburg, there's not a lot of like braais and that sort of stuff. But if I'm in Cape Town, then
Me.
all the time.
For me.
Also because my family's together.
But you appreciate it more, no?
Totally.
Now that you're here, when you go home, the stuff that you didn't appreciate, that was like,
I don't appreciate the washing dishes afterwards. But it's okay. I'm happy that we are braaiing and we are all happy and living our best lives and keeping safe because this thing is real. But yeah, that's why I was...
Guys, so...
Oh, were you recording?
So I got a call on my phone and it cut our video. So we had like a little situation we were talking about, but it doesn't care right now.
It doesn't care.
It doesn't care.
No.
But I want to say thank you to my girl, Shalane. This was literally a spur of a moment.
Spontaneous.
She was busy doing a self-tape and I was there just, you know, being the beautiful voice on the other side. And then I was like, yo, last time I spoke to you, I told you about this thing I'm doing. I might as well just sit here, let's record and let's just do it. So that's what we did. It was just a
We
chat.
literally spoke. The sun was up. Can you see that the sun
is down? You know? But thank you so much, my friend.
You're very welcome. Can we do it now?
We're sitting so close with our mask, but also so good. But yeah.
Because it's the right thing to do.
So that's just talks, having conversations. So I'm going to do this more on a regular basis with all my friends and people and just like talk and see where you're at and
get the people, get the person in the people.
The person in the people.
Yeah.
Also, you guys obviously know who this is, Shalane Bennett. She's an actress. She's an, what else are you? She's a dancer.
I used to
She's a dancer. She's everything. Wait, where can people find you?
You can find me on. Hold on.
Don't give your address, ne? Just
don't come find
me. Do you not know what your Instagram handle is?
It is
at... Wow.
Should I come and show you? That's this one.
No,
it's at Shalane Bennett, but people don't know how to spell my name.
Say it. Spell it.
SCHELAINE. Shalane. Next word, Bennett, BENNETT.
But we must put it here. You know how the people on YouTube?
Yes, so why am I spelling it?
Because I'm going to be like, guys, so this is her Instagram. This is where you can find her.
At Shalane Bennett. Find it here.
Yeah, this is a...
Please find it here.
And yeah, thanks. Let us know what you guys think.
Yeah, don't be mean. We don't have time for that.
And then they say when you're on YouTube, they say you must like, share, subscribe. Subscribe, like and share. And then there's like a little bell. You have to click on it so you get notified when I have a new episode. Because
sorry. I'm busy checking like, share and subscribe.
Says by unprofessional. I don't know how she's in this industry, but she's this unprofessional.
This
anyway,
is
guys.
You become when you're in it for long enough.
Professionalism. Bye, guys. Wait, let me show you. Let me show you what it looks like here. Let me take it around.
To the dry winter trees.
There, the sun was hitting us nicely there, guys. All right, Shalane, say goodbye to the people.
Bye, the people. Mwah.